TNT.
We're back in Atlanta, Georgia. The largest crowd ever to see a Supercross in Atlanta. Taking a look at those top 5 guys that came out of the semifinal round to make the 20-rider gate. Don't forget, this is a 20-lap race. Isaiah Johnson, Damon Huffman, a former winner here. Nicholas Way, top privateer. More good privateers coming out of that second one, along with Jeff Gibson, who's qualified for both the 125 and 250s now in 3 consecutive races. The Nissan last chance qualifier, Wall and Crime, round out the gate. Let's check out the starting gate now, the Suzuki starting grid. As they're lined up at the gate, Ricky Carmichael, the defending champion, the local hero, Lusk. Pastrana, he's been fast in qualifying. Vuillemin, the points leader, 7-time champion McGrath. His first year in 250s, Fonseca, Tortelli, Roncada. At the end of heat number 2, watch what happened.
This was Vuillemin, just a retaliation from the block pass that Roncada put on him in the beginning. It wasn't that bad, but Roncada didn't like it. He rode up to say, hey, what was that for? And Vuillemin goes, hey, I'll tell you what that was for, man. I got 500 grand on the line tonight. I got the title in my hip pocket if I can stay away from you.
How does this affect now things for the 250 main? Does it fire him up even more?
Well,
or does he lose focus?
I've been in that ridiculous situation before, and it messes with your focus. You try to go out there and overcompensate for that. Beyond these guys, I'll tell you what, Vuillemin, he's been able to focus before, but that's got to be on his mind and Roncada's. And RC has been unbelievable in this building all weekend. There he is. But Travis Pastrana has shown me that he's got the speed to beat him. McGrath has won here 5 times, and Ezra got his second heat race win here, and this is his hometown race.
The first rider over the white line, just out of the first turn, wins the $1,500 Powerade Hole Shot Award. Who will get the $1,500? Don't forget, a hole shooter has not won a race this year. We're ready to go for the main event from Atlanta, Georgia. A great start by number 4, Carmichael. Carmichael gets the Powerade Hole Shot Award.
And Pastrana's with him.
Pastrana right there, and David Vuillemin in third. Vuillemin bar to bar, but Pastrana for second.
Vuillemin tried to get in there and put a little bump on Pastrana to get right up into second right away, and it ruined his timing, and then Fonseca slipped in there.
Now the key is Pastrana's been making a few mistakes right there. Can Carmichael pull away and make it a runaway here in Atlanta, like he did in his heat race?
Well, I think Travis is going to try to keep him honest. And Travis is so much faster through the whoops. Oh, my goodness. He just made up 10 bike links right there.
There's Roncada, Waugh, and the rest of the field as they go through the whoop section. Pastrana trying to hold on to Ricky Carmichael, but David Vuillemin back in third. Could this be Vuillemin's 8th straight podium? The 3 are pulling away from Jeremy McGrath.
That's tangled. Looked like maybe on the ground there. That's Fonseca. Yeah, it is. 24. And Jason Thomas. So there goes Lusk's chances. And Fonseca was up into third at one point. Now he's going to have to come from behind. Too bad. Second place last week, and he was in contention here. He had the speed.
Ezra looked so good at qualifying, too.
Vuillemin behind Pastrana right here. There he is. He just went over the triple at the approach of his whoop section and look behind him, and it's a huge gap back to McGrath.
Is he playing it cool? Like a last lap pass, maybe? We've seen already this year. Vuillemin's in great shape.
He's in great shape as far as where he sits on the racetrack. He's got a big gap, like I said, back to fourth. Doesn't have to worry about pressure, but what he's got to worry about is how fast Carmichael and Travis are going. If he wants that Vans Triple Crown $500,000, he's got to get on it now. For the championship points, he really needs to get up there and not let Ricky chip 5 more off of it.
Also, it's the Clear Channel mid-season points fund of $100,000. I believe $15,000 goes to the rider who's number 1 in points at the halfway mark, and that's at the end of this race. So Vuillemin, a lot of money on the line for him as we take a look at the 4th place rider, Jeremy McGrath. Could this be his best finish of the year? His best so far is a 6th. Tortelli, number 13. Roncada, number 21.
since his return, he's been getting great starts. And all of his heat races, the preliminary qualifiers, he's been hole-shotting. The second main here, he's running up front again.
You're absolutely right about Vuillemin. He's now dropped to 5.5 seconds behind the leader, Carmichael.
This is not a disaster in terms of the championship, but it is 5 points. And that'll get it down underneath 20, and then Vuillemin might have to start racing a little bit different, worrying about not losing this title instead of doing what's worked so well for him. Even if he just stays where he's at and he's got no pressure, it doesn't look like he's going to get any either. He'll keep that streak of podium alive, but 5 points is 5 points. Ricky knows that's all he needs to pick up in the next 4 or 5 rounds, and this is the battle.
Vuillemin, it appeared to me, David, you might correct me on this, will race for the win if he's in good position, but he goes for the podium otherwise.
Well, he's not out of this by any means. He's staying pretty close to these guys, but he's going to wait till about halfway to see what happens. Get into the lap riders, the track gets more rutted, the lines change, and that's when he gets good.
Ricky Carmichael through the whoops, coming right at you. And he's getting a bigger lead on Travis Pastrana. Travis Pastrana really having trouble working out during the week. There's no question about that. He's got a sinus problem now.
Oh, Ricky just about went down. We've seen that so many times, and that's a sign that he's pushing hard. He got in there and just tried to make that corner. And he was actually riding above the ability of the motorcycle. That shows you how hard he's pushing it. Travis is close enough to take advantage of one of those should Ricky go down.
Carmichael has posted 4 podiums in 4 races, including 3 wins, while leading 46 of the 89 laps in those 4 races. Here's Pastrana.
He's still in this, but I think he might be losing just inches on Ricky and losing a little bit of time to Vuillemin now. So Vuillemin might become more of a problem for Pastrana, but I think right now, with as sick as he is, he'd be happy to finish on the podium, Art, especially after the way last week went.
He's already got 2 second-place finishes along with a 3rd. Let's go to Davey down the trackside.
Guys, let me give you an indication of how bad Travis felt earlier today. For the first time that I can remember, he did not do an autograph session. Travis, always a fan favorite. Also, when they did the opening ceremonies, he did not participate in the parade lap. His mom said he was trying to save every ounce of energy that he had for this 20-lap main event.
Ian Harrison. Let's listen to Suzuki radio.
Tortelli. Not behind us, Skip. Not behind us. Got to have to think ahead, please. Give me a split to Tortelli. I got David.
9:49.9. 3.3 to Tortelli.
Travis goes off the track.
Travis is off the track, and he's riding.
You know what? I think he has taken himself out of this event. I saw him starting to look a little shaky. I think he has taken himself out of this race before he becomes a danger to himself or, more importantly, others.
Well, that's probably a good decision since he's not contending for a title. Come back strong. As the Suzuki crew runs to see what the problem is, Ricky Carmichael is way out in front right now, with David Vuillemin now in 2nd place. Jeremy McGrath is in 3rd. Can they hold on to that position? We'll be right back to Atlanta, Georgia, right after these important words.